So yeah, it's episode 150. You guys know what that means. Welcome to Setup Wars Potato Edition, where I get to feature some of the worst setups I've ever seen. You guys get to vote on the worst setup, and that person takes home $100 in cash. Also, quick disclaimer, if you guys are squeamish and get disgusted very easily, I do not recommend watching this video because what you're about to see may haunt your eyes for months to come. Also, I do have to say this because a lot of people always get butthurt every 10 episodes for some reason. Do not take anything I say in this video seriously, please, because it is done for entertainment reasons. So people that actually submit their setups want to be a part of the worst setup edition. That way they can enter for a chance to win $100. So they want to be part of the show. So please don't get upset. All right, with that said, let the potato wars begin. Hey guys, before I begin the video, I want to let you know about an awesome course on Udemy that will help you build your very own custom PC. It's called How to Build a Computer from Scratch Complete Blueprint. It's a very detailed step-by-step guide on not only building a PC, but also helping you on choosing your parts. I like how he breaks everything down. Instead of just telling you what parts to connect, he explains what the purpose is. That way you get a better understanding of the entire process. Udemy has courses like this. In fact, they have over 80,000 courses in a wide variety of categories. And you can learn from anywhere, your PC, tablet, or on your smartphone with the Udemy app. Right now, you guys can get 90% off your first course by using the link down below. And the best part is you get lifetime access with a 30-day money-back guarantee should you end up not liking it. First up is Ash and his magnificent single monitor setup. He's rocking a 20-inch from LG that's sitting on a very sturdy desk. We also got an Alpha keyboard and the LapCare optical mouse with a pair of FND speakers for audio. Excellent choices on the peripherals. I think what makes this setup stand out compared to the rest are the colors of the wall. We got a pink one on the left and a light blue one on the right. Furthermore, they have this awesome washed out design to give it an aged look, like it's built in the same year as World War I or something. He even has a comfortable braided chair to match the wallpaper color. I mean, it's different, but I like it. Under the desk is where you'll find his $2 microphone, which he probably uses for professional audio work, and his Beast PC that's pushing all 1440 by 900 pixels. It's packing the mighty Intel Pentium E5500 dual-core processor, 4 gigs of DDR3, and the powerful NVIDIA GT610. Not only can this PC run Crysis in 4K resolution over 100 FPS, but it can also... Cable management appears to be as good as the quality of the pictures for this submission. He's got a single power strip located underneath the desk, which seems to have everything connected to it. And that is all my eyes can take at the moment. Thank you, Ash, for entering. You really shouldn't have. Demo is up next, all the way from India, and his Frankenstein setup. Yes, ladies and gents, he made the desk all by himself. This is something he should be proud of because I would gladly pay $5 for this at IKEA. The monitor of choice is the LG Flatron with a whopping resolution of 1366 by 768. I feel like we're going down in resolution after each setup. Oh, here's an interesting picture. The keyboard is covered in a plastic bag. Do you put that on after you're done using this setup, or do you actually have the plastic bag on while using the keyboard? Because if that's the case, why not put a bag over the mouse and the monitor as well? I mean, since we're at it, why not cover your entire setup in a giant plastic sheet? I mean, you already covered your TV and PC. Low-key, I really hope the cover isn't on the PC while you're using it. So help me God. For audio, he's got a pair of JBL headphones and the Dell AX210 speakers, which are covered in plastic bags. Why? Sadly, there are no amount of plastic bags that can protect the insides of your PC. I'm guessing the GPU was so disgusted that it left your PC because you only have a dual core in there with 2 gigs of RAM and no graphics card. Honestly, at this point, I don't even want to see the cable management. I think my eyes have seen enough filth for one day. Just kidding, behold the magnificent cable management. It's so great that there is a power brick just hanging from the wires for no apparent reason. Also, a quick glance in the back of the setup will easily make anyone lose their appetite. I'm really, truly sorry if you guys are watching this video while you're eating at the same time. Thank you, Demo, for entering and showing us this diarrhea of a setup. God damn it, we have 3 more to go. Next up at number 3 is John, and honestly, I don't even know what this is. You know what I love about John? He's a stand-up guy. He's up front. He doesn't BS anybody. He legit wrote in the notes that he stole this desk. And I respect that. I mean, why lie and say you spent $20 on this desk when you could just be honest? I have no idea what I'm looking at. I thought CRT monitors were in the past, but apparently John lives in the 90s because he's still rocking a CRT monitor. I mean, just look at it. The monitor is so huge, it's taking up the entire space. There's barely any room for that poor mouse. On the bright side, the keyboard has its very own space. You know what I'm really curious about though? His posture. Imagine him gaming on this setup. First of all, there's no space underneath the desk for his legs or knees because of that PC. He also has to pull out the keyboard drawer, so he's forced to back up a little bit, but he also has to lean forward to use that mouse. What the hell is going on here? I do love that he used a hanger to hold up his headphones. I mean, let's be real. Where else would you put it? The PC is actually not terrible. At least it has a GPU, never mind, take that back. It's got a GeForce 8400 GS. Might as well use a cardboard as a GPU. Cable management is decent. It's nothing atrocious like the last 2 setups. Honestly, the biggest flaw I see here is the desk itself. If you ever plan on upgrading any parts, you're gonna be limited on what you can do with it because of the size of your desk. I strongly recommend getting a bigger desk. Thank you, John, for entering. At number 4 is Robert from Texas and his streaming setup. All right, first of all, why do you have a mouse on the floor just chilling there? And while we're down here talking about the floor, have you ever heard of this amazing invention called a vacuum, my boy? My apologies, where are my manners? Let's stay on the topic. So the setup has our very first 1080p monitor. Ladies and gentlemen, what an accomplishment. He's also got a decent gaming keyboard paired with the crappiest mouse I have ever seen in my life. Jesus, what is that? I do have to say this though, this setup looks like an actual setup compared to the rest. He's got a pretty decent audio setup as well, the Toner XLR microphone hooked up to a boom arm and a janky ass headset from Logitech. Doesn't that look like the headset those annoying telemarketers use? The PC, for some reason, doesn't have a side panel, and honestly, I don't even want to know the reason why. Maybe because it's overheating, but I like to think that Robert enjoys the beautiful view inside. Just look at how amazing it looks upside down with no GPU and the cables hanging from everywhere. Definitely can't beat that view. Speaking of cable management, let's check underneath the desk. Actually, you know what? Let's just skip this part. I think I've seen enough dangling things in this episode for today. I'll give Robert 1 point for not stealing the desk. Thank you for entering. The last and most certainly the least, we have John and whatever the hell this is. At first, you might look at this and think it's fake, right? I mean, anyone can bring a small table like this and put their laptop on it and call it a day. Well, that's what I thought at first, but looking around his room, I don't really see another desk. In fact, there isn't much here other than his bed and a bag of clothes. So I really think this is his actual setup, which is even more sad. It could also mean that he just moved recently and he hasn't bought any new furniture yet, but regardless, if you have to use a box to hold up your mouse pad up, then it's a potato setup. So that is it for this episode of Setup Wars Potato Edition. We have definitely seen some interesting things, but you guys get to vote on the worst setup, of course, and that person takes home $100 in cash. So please leave your vote in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed the potato edition of Setup Wars, which by the way happens every 10 episodes, drop a like. And maybe I'll bring it to every 5 episodes. I don't know, maybe. Every 5 episodes is the budget edition, and every 10 episodes is the worst setup edition. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys sleep well tonight.